Hi everyone, I'm Lori Polina. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's video is entitled The Event Beyond Belief. And I say that for a number of reasons. First of all, the energy shift we're about to experience as a world is beyond belief. And number two, in order to withstand this energy shift and survive in a prosperous way, we have to engage our vehicle, which is the human torus field. And the human torus field, as all torus fields, are a pervasive pattern throughout the universe that nature uses on every scale to contain each thing in existence in its own self-sufficient energy field. And I'll use this example of a glass ball, which I used last week, to describe a torus field of energy. And it's self-contained and self-sustaining. And if we can imagine anything, and I'll just use the idea of a human being, where there is a central column, you might think of it as our spinal column, with perhaps chakras all along it, but from the center of this hollow core emits an energy stream that flows in an upward motion. It is distributed along the sides of the sphere and then is reintroduced to the base core column and is drawn up to the center again, only to be re-energized, sent out and over in a continuous self-sustaining system. And so in order for us to withstand this energy shift that we're about to experience, we have to ready our energetic field, which has been, let's say at best, neglected, and it's time to reinstate it. So I'm offering a meditation today, or a guide to a meditation that you can use as a template to spend a daily amount of time re-establishing this, as they call it, a toroidal field, to ready yourself for an energy shift. And I, in earlier videos, shared an art project I did years ago that not only foretold the event, but showed the sequence of its unfoldment. And I won't go through that today, but I'll just quickly show you that we are energy spheres, and especially our consciousness, but also physically. And in this art project, I depicted the human sphere in the following way, where there are energy globes, and each one would be a consciousness, and it's a self-sustaining energy field. And as we move through the dense separation of fear, doubt, and all the separating elements of life on Earth, we will be moving through different stages, and the next stage is where our interiors of our globes become more purified and full of light, and the population doubles and becomes very dense. And as we go through that cycle, the energy rises to the point where we are assembled as a solid grid of consciousness, where there's no more separation between the consciousness. We're all assembled in this grid, and when the energy hits of the wave, it will basically strip us of our egoic encasement, or our ego structures, and almost like leaving just the mosaic in place and wiping us sort of free of this grid. And we will then emerge beyond this separation break out of this mosaic shell and into a free assembly of self-sufficient globes or energy fields. And in our interrelating with each other, beyond our individual encasements, we will interact in a way that we follow our heart's desires, and it meshes and interplays with everybody else in a more free form. And in order to be at this frequency where we are self-sufficient, we are basically riding in our Torus fields. And this is basically the idea of the light body. And here is the final image, which I'm using for the cover of my video today. And it is the Torus field and interaction with other Torus fields. So it has a creative inspiration in the center, and then it fans out. It shoots out like an archer would pull the tension on the inside and then spring loose with the directed outward motion. And that connects us to the next Torus field. And this is how we would enact. So this is, or interact, this is then an image of basically what light bodies would be like interacting. So with that said, and the idea of the Torus clear in our minds, and I do suggest you go to YouTube and find a video on watching a Torus in action, where you can see the energy flowing up and over and down and up, over and down through around the whole globe continuously. So get that image in your mind, and this meditation is to help you apply reinvigorating this self-sustaining energy flow by a daily meditation. And you can apply it to so many different things, such as making affirmations for what you want, or just revitalizing your energy field, or many different things. So I will read what you can use it for, and I'll put you through somewhat of a meditation in between each one, just to give you the hang of it. So the event, Beyond Belief, and this is a meditation for revitalizing the psychophysical Torus field. And this transcript can be taken from my website, soulselfawareness.com. It's always on the blog header. You click on that, and the video will be in written form for you to follow or download. The importance of this practice is to actually clear the blockages of the Torus flow by repairing our ability to receive. This meditation is in this case driven by our breath, as the taking in and exhaling of air is a Torus flow itself. This meditative practice of pairing our focused breath with the stream of circulation of a Torus will reestablish our continuous flow of giving and receiving to ourselves of our own energy. Between the mind and the higher self, this can be seen as a practice of praying and bestowing its own wishes. In addition, by daily flushing and restoring the body's Torus flow, its resilient sheath or shield of faith, trust, and well-being will form around the outer edge of its circulation stream. And additionally, you can augment this meditation with arm movements, where our in-breath starts at the heart and is brought out over our field, and moving our arms down away from each other to our hips, and then bringing it up the torso to the heart again with the in-breath. So you can sort of do this in a standing position or lying down, whatever. So we can begin using the breath and the visualization of the human torus flow by starting with self-love. And so to begin by relaxing in a sitting or lying position, by deeply breathing continuously throughout the entire meditation, in and out, to the count of 8 or 10 seconds in each direction. So deep breath in, and out on the exhale. So in to the heart, and then an exhale out and over. And the goal is to take in and exhale as much as you're comfortably able, as this raises your vibration and releases negative energy from our field every time we deeply breathe like this. So everything I'm about to talk about will involve this very, very deep breath in, and then sending that breath out as much as you can exhale before you deeply breathe in again. Imagine your breathing in and out to be like a vacuum machine mechanism that can shoot or fountain upwards from the top of your heart, up the column, and out over in all directions. And then inward, imagine a hose at the bottom of your heart, drawing in all that you've sent out. On the inhale, gather all the love for your soul, who is the perfect parent and partner for you. And on the exhale, imagine shooting or scattering diamond particles out over your head, sending your higher self all the love in your heart. And as you vacuum the diamond dust from below your heart, imagine receiving that love from your higher self and yourself. Take that diamond dust into your heart and receive it as you would taking it from an outside source. On the exhale, send your love again to your higher self as it scatters over your body. Draw it in from the center of your heart, pulling that love from source into and receiving it into your heart. And this can be repeated a number of times, as many as you like, until you start to really feel that you have offered your love to source and it returns re-energized and is brought back in with the inhale into the base of your heart, where you can muster up that emotion of love for the higher self again and send it out on another exhale. And you can next try gratitude. So often we treat our higher self, what is happening in our life, like a cab driver whose judgment we don't trust. This resistance to what's happening causes a rupture in the flow of abundance, like resisting the route the driver is taking, causing the driver to stop helping us. If we instead send gratitude for our higher self's judgment and gratitude for what we already have, we will allow abundance to get us over the sketchy part of our understanding of what's happening to us. In other words, when we're not trusting how things are going, rather than freaking out and saying no to the experience, keep an open mind and trust that what's happening is bringing an abundant flow to you, whether it looks like it or not. And by appreciation and gratitude expressed daily, we will keep that continuous flow of the universe bringing us what we need without us pushing it away from resistance. So on the inhale, gather all the gratitude for your soul's judgment, who is the perfect parent and partner to you. And on the exhale, imagine shooting or scattering this diamond particles out over your head, sending your higher self all the gratitude in your heart. And as you vacuum the diamond dust from below your heart, imagine receiving the feeling that it has your back from your higher self. Take that diamond dust into your heart and receive it as a warm, trusting feeling, and begin and being grateful for that. On the exhale, send your love and gratitude again to your higher self, repeating this procedure for as many times as you want. You can next try regulating your frequency of joy, abundance, excitement, or achievement of a goal. And we are so programmed to be shut down by our feelings of fear, judgment, competition, invalidation, etc., that we often don't feel safe enough to allow our positive feelings to blossom. Laughter and love are the two highest vibrations we can create, and so they are the only things that usually break through this fog of repression. To reestablish a safe space to feel joy and excitement, we can surge these feelings with these frequency enhancements. For truly, if we can feel something, we can manifest it. So on the inhale, gather all the excitement you feel about something, or the joy you would feel about being abundant, etc. And on the exhale, imagine shooting or scattering diamond particles out over your head, sending your higher self all the excitement or joy in your heart. And as you vacuum the diamond dust up from below your heart, imagine receiving that dream from your higher self. Take that diamond dust into the heart and receive it as you would taking it from an outside source. On the exhale, send your excitement or joy again to your higher self, repeating this procedure as often and as many times as you like. Two other great ideas for using the human Torus meditation is you can try balancing your male and female energy. Another supportive image you can imagine on the in-breath is stretching an archer's bow and then release the arrow on the exhale. Just this balances the feminine on the inhale and the masculine on the exhale, as the in-breath is circular and the exhale is linear. So pulling in with your breath, imagine sort of creating a tumult of energy, building up your feminine energy, and then expressing it outward and over your head in a male-directed exhale. As it comes back in, receive that into the heart and really feel the feminine, and then exhale the masculine. So feminine is basically circular and organic, and male is more angular and directed. You can also ask for guidance or a next step. Here, you can simply follow the meditation asking for guidance or a next step from your higher self. And on the receiving end, imagine receiving the guidance, and then, without doubt, have patience for the guidance or next step to reveal itself to you with a sign or an intuition. You can also turn worries into affirmations by sending prayers of your intentions to your higher self. This meditation can be done as often as you want, but is most effective if you do it to specific affirmations 3 times in a row. And as all affirmations or daily intentions work, let them go after you've done them to the universe to reply to you in the days to come. Imagine what it is you want. Let's just take 3 things: money for a need or want, a malady to be healed, and third, a situation to go well. An example would be money to pay a bill, healing a muscle, and having an exam go well. But those are just examples for you to understand. So you would begin by relaxing in a sitting or lying position, or standing if you want to augment this with the hand motions. And begin deeply breathing continuously throughout the entire meditation, in and out to the count of 8 to 10 seconds in each direction. Imagine your breathing to be a vacuum machine mechanism that can shoot upwards from the top and draw back inwards from the bottom with its detachable hose. On the exhale, imagine shooting or scattering diamond particles out over the head, and here, with gratitude, ask your higher self for the money to pay for the need or want. Knowing the torus flow will carry the diamond dust up, out, over, and along the body, depositing them at the base of your spine. Imagine a black velvet carpet there, with the freshly deposited diamond dust covering the carpet. This dust is the money you requested. Proceed to use your deep in-breath as a vacuum hose would to pull that dust up into your heart, allowing yourself to receive or have that money. On the exhale, send your request again to your higher self. On the exhale, imagining it shooting or scattering diamond particles out over your head. And here, with gratitude, ask your higher self for the money to pay for the need or want, knowing the torus flow will carry the diamond dust over, along the body, and depositing them at the base of your spine. Imagine a black velvet carpet there, with the freshly deposited diamond dust covering the carpet. This dust is, in energetic form, the money you requested. Proceed to use your deep in-breath as a vacuum hose would to pull that dust into your heart, allowing yourself to receive or have that money. On the exhale, send your request again to your higher self. And you can continue this for as many times as you want. So next we'll move on to the healing. And on the exhale, imagine, with a nice deep breath, shooting or scattering diamond particles out over your head, and here with gratitude, ask your higher self for the healing. And as you vacuum the dust, imagine it to be the needed medicine to remedy the ailment. Take this diamond dust into your heart and receive it as you would taking the needed medication. On the exhale, send your request again to your higher self. Imagine shooting or scattering your request as diamond particles out over your head, and here with gratitude, ask your higher self for the healing. And as you vacuum the dust at the base of your spine, imagine it to be the needed medicine to remedy the ailment. Take that diamond dust into the heart and receive it as you would taking the needed medication. On the exhale, send your request again to your higher self, and repeat this for as many times as you feel comfortable. And the third example would be having something go the way you've requested it to go. On the exhale, imagine shooting or scattering diamond particles out over your head, and here, with gratitude, ask your higher self for your situation to go well, imagining the dust as the wanted situation to occur, allowing yourself to receive it in your heart by drawing the dust from the carpet until it is clean. On the exhale, after you've made your prayer for things to go the way you've wanted them to go, on the exhale, send your request up again to your higher self, shooting or scattering that request out over your head, and here with gratitude, ask your higher self for your situation to go well, imagining the dust as the wanted situation to occur, allowing yourself to receive it in your heart by drawing the dust from the carpet until it is clean. And continue this as much or as little as you feel you'd like to do. So these different types of meditations can really help you to get your Torus flow going again. And I think just the simple exercises of regulating your frequency with sending joy up and receiving joy, or sending the feeling of abundance up and receiving abundance, or excitement. Imagine something that really excites you, like some future state that you would love to participate in. Imagine that, send it up as a prayer, and then deeply breathe it in as if you received it from yourself or from Source. And perhaps achievement of a goal. So being able to send up these states of feeling and receiving them will practice circulating and moving your ability to receive these things back to its natural state of flow. And if we continuously touch on this meditation during the week, we will notice that our sense of well-being is maintained and reinstated, because the more our circulation is moving in the Torus, it creates a healthy glow or immune system or shield to the fear and doubt that are all around us, like in those images of blackness surrounding our globe. It gives us an immunity to fear and doubt, and gives us a sense of well-being and faith. So you can use this guide and write down, what I would suggest is write down with each section that you'd like to do what those requests are, what the guidance is that you seek, what the specific intention is that you ask for, or perhaps just self-love, having that circulate around your system and re-energize and get your Torus flow back online. And gratitude is such a great thing to get energy to flow into your life. So if you feel you're going through a lean period, or you're going through a confusing period, rather than bucking it and resisting it, that puts up an emergency brake where all flow stops, and then you really get stuck. But if you circulate this sense of gratitude and trust in your higher self with the Torus flow, giving and receiving that gratitude, it will draw all good things to you. So I hope this has helped with the idea of how to get your light body up and running before the energy shift gets so intense that we really need it. And this will establish a sense of well-being and a stability where we are not only self-sufficient and a self-sustaining system, but we can mirror this for other people and help guide others to see it in our energy field. So again, the transcript, and you can take this and study it and write down a meditation for yourself, will be on my website, soulselfawareness.com, and I'll have that linked below in the description box, as well as my email address. And you could reach me. I give counseling sessions over Skype for donation, and also I give QHHT, past life regression sessions as well. I will look forward to seeing you in the next video, and I hope that you will leave me a message down below. I love to hear what you have to say. And if you have requests for videos, now that I've laid out this complete series on the event and even a few videos before on meditation. There's a complete guideline for way showers to shore up all the things that are needed in order to be a way shower. And I've spelled it out in detail. I have it in transcript form in the blog section of my soulselfawareness.com website. So you can always study what I've put out. And now I'm going to be doing more everyday type of topics and just making it a little bit more, less transcript and more just conversational videos. So if you have questions or would like me to speak on a subject, I would love to have you write that down below in the comments, and I'll do my best to have videos to answer those questions. I would also appreciate if you would help me build my YouTube channel. It's Lori Polina YouTube channel. And so if you can subscribe and also hit that bell symbol so you'll be notified every time I put out a new video. So I hope you have a great week and look forward to the upcoming eclipse, and I wish you all well, and don't forget to deeply breathe. Thanks.